He was a shy boy from a small town who once feared to speak in class. One night, he was thrown off a train and left alone in the dark. That moment changed him forever. He rose without weapons, without hate, only with truth. His soft voice shook the strongest empire. This is not just a story, it's a journey told in very simple English to help you feel, understand, and learn. Stay till the end, and you'll never forget how one man changed the world with peace in his heart. Chapter 1: The Quiet Boy from Porbandar. In a small seaside town called Porbandar, a baby cried his first cry on October 2, 1869. His name was Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. His father worked for the local ruler, and his mother, Putlabai, was gentle and deeply religious. Mohandas was a thin, shy boy who rarely spoke in class. He was afraid of darkness, afraid of ghosts, and even afraid of speaking to strangers. But inside him lived a small fire of curiosity. He loved listening to stories about brave kings and saints who chose truth over lies. Sometimes he tried to copy them. Once, a friend told him that eating meat would make him strong. He secretly ate it and later felt so guilty that he ran to his mother and confessed everything. She forgave him and smiled softly. From that day, truth became his first rule. At 13, he was married to Kasturba, a girl of the same age. Both were still children, learning what life meant. He often fought with her out of pride and later cried alone in regret. His heart was tender. No one knew then that this quiet boy, who once feared speaking in class, would one day make the whole world listen. Chapter 2: The Journey to England. When Mohandas turned 18, his family wanted him to study law. He said goodbye to his small town and his wife Kasturba. His mother made him promise 3 things before he left: not to eat meat, not to drink wine, and never to lie. He placed his hand on her lap and swore with tears in his eyes. The long sea journey to England was new and frightening. The waves were high and the nights were cold. When he reached London, he saw all buildings, foggy mornings, and people rushing everywhere. He wore an Indian dress, and many laughed at him. He felt shy and lonely, but did not give up. He tried to fit in. He learned how to eat with a fork, how to tie his tie, and how to walk with confidence. He joined the inner temple to study law, but deep inside, he missed home. He cooked simple food in his small room: bread, rice, and vegetables. He read holy books like the Gita and the Bible. 3 years later, he passed his law exams. When he returned to India, his family welcomed him with pride. But he soon learned that getting a job was hard. No one wanted a young lawyer with no experience. His real journey had not even started yet. Chapter 3: The Night on the Train. After many months without work, Gandhi got a chance to go to South Africa. He was asked to help an Indian company in a legal case. He packed a small bag, hugged his family, and sailed away once more. He hoped this new land would bring success. But one cold night on a train, his life changed forever. He had a first-class ticket, yet a white man shouted, "Get out!" Gandhi calmly showed his ticket. The man called the police. Gandhi was pushed off the train at Pietermaritzburg station. He stood alone in the dark, shivering. His luggage was gone, his heart was broken. He sat on the bench and thought, should I go back to India? But something inside whispered, stay and fight, not with anger, but with truth. That night made him strong. He began to see how Indians were treated unfairly in South Africa. They were beaten, insulted, and made to carry passes like criminals. Gandhi could not stay silent. He gathered people, listened to their pain, and spoke about justice. He wore simple clothes and walked among workers and traders. Slowly, they began to trust him. He taught them to protest without violence. Many were jailed, but they stood firm. For the first time, Gandhi saw the power of peaceful resistance, a power that would one day shake an empire. Chapter 4: The Return to His Land. After 20 long years in South Africa, Gandhi came back to India in 1915. The ship reached Bombay, and thousands came to see him. They called him Mahatma, meaning great soul. But Gandhi smiled softly and said, "I am just Mohandas." He wanted to see real India, not cities, but villages, where millions lived in silence and poverty. He traveled by train in third class, sitting with farmers and workers. He listened to their stories about hunger, heavy taxes, and the pain of British rule. He saw children without clothes, mothers walking miles for water, and old men bowing before officers for mercy. His heart hurt deeply. In Champaran, farmers were forced to grow indigo plants for the British and paid almost nothing. Gandhi went there and stayed with them. He ate their food, sat under trees, and wrote their complaints. The British tried to stop him, but he refused to leave. Thousands gathered. Finally, the government gave in and improved the farmers' condition. Then came Quetta, where drought ruined crops, but taxes were still demanded. Gandhi told villagers, "Be brave. Do not pay what you cannot." People followed him. Some went to jail, some lost homes, but they stayed peaceful. Gandhi saw that courage without violence was stronger than any weapon. Chapter 5: The Salt of Freedom. By 1930, India's heart was restless. People wanted freedom, but the British still ruled every part of life, even salt. Every poor family needed salt to live, yet they had to buy it from the British and pay tax on it. Gandhi felt this pain deeply. He said, "Salt comes from the sea, yet our people cannot touch it. This must end." So he decided to march to the sea. On March 12th, he left Sabarmati Ashram with 78 followers. They walked more than 240 miles under the burning sun. People lined the roads to see the thin man in a white cloth walking with calm steps. Children threw flowers. Villagers offered water. His feet bled, but he did not stop. After 24 days, they reached Dandi. At dawn, Gandhi bent down, picked up a handful of salty sand, and said softly, "With this, I break the salt law." It was a small act, but a giant message. All across India, people made their own salt, defying British power. Police arrested thousands, beat many, and filled prisons. Yet no one fought back. The world watched in wonder. The man who once feared to speak as a child had now shaken the largest empire on earth, with nothing but faith and truth. Chapter 6: The Years of Fire. The Salt March opened the hearts of millions, but the British still ruled India. Gandhi now became the voice of the people. He told them to spin their own cloth, make their own goods, and stop depending on British things. Across the land, men and women sat at spinning wheels. The sound of thread became the sound of freedom. In 1942, when the world was at war, Gandhi started the Quit India movement. He said only 2 words, "Do or die." Those words spread like fire. People filled the streets shouting for freedom. Police attacked crowds, but no one gave up. the British arrested Gandhi and his wife Kasturba. They were sent to the Aga Khan Palace in Pune. In the prison, the nights were long and cold. Kasturba grew weak. Gandhi sat beside her, holding her hands, whispering prayers. One night, she closed her eyes forever. Gandhi was broken but silent. He said softly, "Now she belongs to God." Even then, he refused anger. He came out of jail older, thinner, but still strong inside. The people of India loved him more than ever. They believed he was not just fighting for freedom, he was fighting for their souls, teaching them courage without hate. Chapter 7: The Dawn of Freedom. In 1947, after years of struggle, the British finally agreed to leave India. The air was filled with joy and songs. People danced in the streets. Flags waved high, and tears of pride rolled down many faces. But Gandhi was silent. His dream had come true, yet his heart was heavy. India was free, but divided. Hindus and Muslims, once brothers, were now turning against each other. Gandhi could not rest. He walked through villages where homes burned and fear ruled the nights. He held the hands of crying mothers, hugged orphan children, and begged everyone to stop the hate. "We are all one," he said again and again. But few listened. He stopped eating to make people realize the truth of peace. His body became weak, but his spirit grew stronger. Slowly, people began to change. They came together, prayed, and promised to live in peace. Gandhi's fast melted anger like ice. Once again, love won, but only for a short while. His friends asked him to take rest, but he refused. "My work is not over," he said gently. He still dreamed of a country where no one feared another, where truth ruled every heart. Freedom had come, but Gandhi still fought for peace with the same calm heart that had once faced bullets of hate. Chapter 8: The Final Prayer. The sun was soft on the evening of January 30th, 1948. Gandhi walked slowly through the garden of Birla House in New Delhi. He was thinner than ever, dressed in simple white cloth, holding a small stick. People waited to hear his evening prayer. As he walked, he greeted them with folded hands, saying, "Ram, Ram," the name of God he loved most. His eyes were calm, full of kindness. Suddenly, a man stepped from the crowd. Gandhi smiled at him, not knowing the man carried hate in his heart. 3 shots rang out, the crowd screamed. Gandhi fell to the ground, whispering softly, "Hey Ram." His body lay still, but his words stayed alive forever. The man of peace was gone, but his truth could not die. All across India, people cried. Trains stopped, shops closed. Even the wind seemed to move slowly that day. Millions gathered to see his last journey. His ashes were placed in the Ganga River, and flowers floated for miles. Gandhi's life had ended, but his light spread everywhere. The boy who once feared darkness had shown the world how to fight with love. His message still whispers in every heart that one person, with truth and kindness, can change the world. Thank you for watching this emotional English biography of Mahatma Gandhi. If you felt inspired or learned something new, please like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to Glorious English. Tell us in the comments which part of Gandhi's life touched your heart the most. Your one comment motivates us to bring more powerful life stories and biographies in simple, beautiful English.